Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the rapid fire home fragrance tag. I was tagged by Jeannie, so thank you so much, Jeannie. I'm outside underneath my awning. It's kind of windy out, so this candle might blow out. I apologize about that if it does. But I'm underneath my awning, so you're gonna hear planes and cars and someone's mowing their lawn, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go out and do it. It was quiet right before I started, and then someone, turned on the lawnmower. I'm like, really? Isn't that isn't that how it always goes? But anyway, it's a gloomy day, but yeah, it's windy, so this candle might blow out. Alright, let's get into this tag. Alright, I have my tea on standby, so first question, candles or wax melts? So definitely wax melts. Even though I have a candle going, it's rare that I burn candles nowadays. I used to burn them more, but yeah, wax melts, just because they're easier. You don't have to worry about babysitting a candle if it doesn't, if you get puny wicks and you have to cotton ball it. With wax, you don't have to worry about that. Woodsy or fruity? Definitely fruity. I do like woodsy, just more in the fall, but I really don't burn a lot of woodsy scents. I would say I burn more fruity, even like fruity bakery. Sorry, I could hear someone working on a roof or pounding with a hammer, so it is what it is. So yeah, fruity scents, in my opinion. Spring, summer, or fall, winter blends? Definitely fall, winter, more so fall. I don't really care a lot for winter blends because usually they are like peppermint heavy, which I don't really care for peppermint. So I would say I lean heavier in the fall category because I love like fall bakery, like bonfire-y, toasty scents, stuff like that. So definitely fall, winter over spring, summer. Hot plates or Scentsy warmers? So I do have both. I have a lot of the Harry Potter Scentsy warmers, and that's like all the Scentsy warmers that I have, basically. So I would say hot plates. Hot plates for sure. I have like 7 hot plates. And Scentsy warmers, to me, sometimes they don't get hot enough, especially my sorting hat warmer. He does not get hot enough to melt the wax. It like pools, like solidifies around the edges. And then that mosaic kind of house pride warmer, of the Harry Potter house pride warmer, that kind of looks like stained glass. That one doesn't get hot enough either. It's a square dish, but it only melts the wax in the center. It doesn't like melt the wax on the outside corners, which is so freaking annoying. Like, you think they would test their warmers to make sure. It even does that with like Scentsy wax too, so it's just really annoying. And that's a 25 watt bulb, or a 24 watt bulb, 25 or 25, I don't know, I can't remember the number. But yes, I prefer hot plates. They just get hotter. Yeah. 6. Would you prefer to buy multiple smaller size wax or loaves of a scent you love? Definitely multiple smaller sizes. I really don't buy loaves. I think I bought like two or 3 loaves in my lifetime of buying wax. That could be a lie, but I never buy loaves just because it's a lot of cost up front. And it's just 1 cent, it's going to take me a long time to get through that loaf of wax. I'm not going to want to melt it all the time. It's just too much wax, so I would rather buy, see, my candle is like, oh, it didn't go out. I would rather buy smaller size options, that way I can try more scents. Number 7, least favorite scent note in wax? Probably leather. That scent is immediately nauseating to me. I don't like leather and wax. I know it says 1, but I don't like red hot cinnamon either. That's like immediate headache for me. So I could probably think of a couple more, but usually I'm not too picky, but definitely leather. Most underrated scent blend. I don't know, like scent blend. There's so many blends out there that aren't underrated to a lot of people, you know, because they get them. But I would say for like, instead of scent blend, I'll do a fragrance note. I would say chocolate. I feel like chocolate gets a really bad rap in the wax community just because, I don't know, a lot of people I feel like don't like chocolate. Some you find are really good, and some are like, people think like, you know, there's this Tootsie Roll chocolate. I mean, you have to find a really good chocolate oil, but to me, I think chocolate is underrated. Grape, I feel, is a little underrated. In peanut butter. I love peanut butter and wax. I don't see it used too often, but yeah, I would say those are most underrated oils, not blends, because to each their own. I mean, I could say one blend is underrated, but people are like, oh, I get that a lot, and you know, so I stuck with fragrance oil. 9, the last scent you warmed. What do I have going? I have Pinkberry Freesia from Better Homes and Gardens going in my kitchen right now, and I have Hailstorm from my company, Spellbound Scents, going in my living room. And in my bedroom, oh gosh, I don't, Frosted Berry Cupcakes from Mainstays. So those are the blends that I'm warming today that I put in yesterday. But those are the last ones that I've melted, so. The last scent you bought. I did buy from a couple pre-orders. So Teddy Bees, Rose Girls, Everything Vice. Who else? Southbound. And then the most recent one, the last scent you bought, from CQ Handcrafted, Anya. That was the last order I bought, and it actually comes today. What is today? July. What is the date? Hello, phone. Are you gonna tell me? 11th. Sorry, I had to take a sip of my tea. So yeah, I bought from CQ Handcrafted, just a little mix of some of her blends. 11. Do you double bag? No. No. It's not necessary. I've been warming wax for like 17 years. 16, 17 years, ever since I was like 16 or 17 and had my own apartment. So that's, I'm gonna be 34 in August. So that's what, 16 years, something like that. So yeah, I've been melting wax for like 16, 17 years, whatever that math equates to. And I have never double bagged. It's not necessary at all, in my opinion. I've had stuff in my collection for like 3-4 years back in the day that lasted super long, and I still got great performance from it. So no, I do not think double bagging is necessary, and I do not double bag. In my opinion, it's a waste of money. 12. Do you store by vendor or season? So I store by vendor. If I have a lot of it, I store by vendor. If I don't have a lot of a certain vendor, I kind of mix things together. That's just how I do it. I don't have a lot of storage space. That's just what works for me. So I would say Silkies, Rose Girls, my Walmart wax, Yummer's Delight, I store together just because I have a lot of that one vendor. But if I don't have a lot of certain vendors, I kind of mix them, and that's just how it is. 13, top 3 favorite scent categories. I would say fruity, bakery, in like fall. Yeah, fruity, bakery, fall. Blend or single note. I prefer blends. It's better. I don't want to buy a single scent note. It's just not. I mean, you can get really, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, you could buy a single fragrance oil and it will smell like a blend because they're so like, dynamic? No, is that the word? I don't know. I can't think of the word. They're so complex. That's the word. So if you're thinking about it that way, or if it's like a single scent blend, kind of like pumpkin pecan waffles or pink chiffon or vanilla bean noel, those are just single scent notes that aren't complex. But if you think of like You're Making Me Crazy, that has a lot of different like fragrance notes to it, or oh god, I can't think of on the top of my head. Why can't I think of any on the top? Like Baccarat Rouge, you know, that's got a lot of different fragrance notes that make it more complex. Whereas like I said, pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla bean noel, that's like straight kind of, I mean, they do have fragrance notes, but you don't really smell that. You just smell that one single thing. Whereas Baccarat Rouge or You're Making Me Crazy, you smell those different complexities to that fragrance oil. So I would say a blend. 15. Strong thrower or soft and subtle. Let me pause, hang on. Okay, I had to put my phone on airplane mode just because if anybody calls me, it will stop my recording and I don't feel like recording this again. So what did I say? 15. Strong thrower or soft and subtle? I honestly don't mind either. I mean, I guess it depends. Sometimes you want something strong, sometimes you want something soft and subtle, so I can't really answer that. But like, sometimes you don't want super strong because like, what if you have a headache that day, or if it's a bedtime blend? So maybe I'll go soft and subtle. Morning or evening melter. I definitely change my wax more in the like afternoon kind of evening, because I melt it like the day before and I can still smell it. So usually like mid-evening around like 3, 4. 17. Name the first 3 scents that come to mind. Like blends or fragrance oils. If it's blends, Carbs with Girlfriends from Rose Girls, Toasted Pumpkin Candy Corn Streuselkuchen from Rose Girls, and Autumn Mountain from Rose Girls. All like favorites and all from Rose Girls. I love Rose Girls, so what can I say? If it's fragrance notes, pumpkin pecan waffles, hot chocolate, and grape. And there's sirens. Sorry guys. Maybe I'll pause until they go away. Okay. 18. Scents that make you nostalgic or relaxed. I would say nostalgic. Just because it's like, I get there's certain blends that give you a scent memory that take you back to like a family member that's no longer here, or your childhood, stuff like that. So I would definitely say scents that make you feel nostalgic over relaxed. Fresh linen or sweet bakery. Sweet bakery. I do not care for laundry. It's just not a favorite category. I like it here and there, but overall I don't really care for laundry, so I would say sweet bakery. Number 20. What is a heartbreak scent you can no longer get? I don't know. Probably from vendors that are no longer open anymore, like Wonderberry Wax, or Pixie and Toad Waxworks, or Ginger Fizz Boutique, or Mimi's Tarts, She Loves Cake. Probably scents from those companies that I can no longer get that I loved, but off the top of my head I can't remember. But yeah, I would say that those vendors were definitely some of my favorites back in the day. But yeah, that's hard to answer. 21, do you melt the same scent all over your home or change it up by section? So I basically answered that when I said, like, what scent the last scent you warmed. So basically I change it up by section. Every room has a different scent because my house is very kind of like closed off. It's not as open. My living room, dining room area is the only kind of open concept to each other, like room wise. Everything else is very closed off, you know. So this house was built in 1910, so I definitely melt. I change it up by section. 22, do you track what you've been warming? No, I don't have time for that. No, if you do that, props to you, but no, I do not have time to do that. That's not that deep for me. I just, share my empties, and that's what I do. 23, try to dupe or buy the OG. Both. I really don't care. Dupe, OG, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. 24, a scent you didn't expect to love but now do. Serendipity. I used to not care for it at all, but now I really enjoy it, especially when it's blended correctly for me. But yeah, I would say serendipity, which is like a cherry coconut scent, which you would think I would love, but I don't know, something back then just didn't sit right with me, but now I really enjoy it. So yeah, serendipity. Seasonal melter or mood-based melter? Mood-based melter, I pull whatever, whenever. The only time I'm seasonally melting is when it's pine. Like, I will not do like pine, Christmas tree, spruce type scents any other year except Christmas time. Like December, January is the only time I'll do Christmas, so that's the only time I melt seasonally, but it's only like spruce, Christmas tree, pine, stuff like that, Fraser fir. Other than that, I'll melt anything all year. Scentsy Club or stock up at once. So is this the last question, or did my thing get cut off? 26. I think this is the last question. So Scentsy Club or stock all up at once. I don't do either. I don't do Scentsy. And that's going back to like question 5, which is vendor wax or Scentsy. So I don't really buy from Scentsy unless it's like a Harry Potter warmer, or I'm waiting for the Honeydukes collection to come back, Harry Potter wise. But I don't buy from Scentsy. I do not want to support Scentsy. I just feel like the CEO isn't the best. It's a pyramid scheme to me. Like, it's a multi-level marketing company, which I don't like. I'd rather support vendors who are putting all their love and, money into their small business. So I would definitely support small business over a large corporation like Scentsy, who doesn't treat their customers that great, or not customers, like their employees. I'd rather support a small business, someone that pours all their heart, soul, love into what they do. So that's going back to question 5, vendor wax or Scentsy. So 26, yeah, I don't do a Scentsy Club, and I don't buy all at once. It's just, Scentsy is not what I do. I think it's expensive. I think it's overpriced. Their license bars are like $7 now or something like that, which is insane. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Scentsy, and that's all the questions, I believe. I think there were only 26. So I'm gonna tag Cindy, my friend Cindy. Oh gosh, what's your channel name? cats in the castle something. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at remembering people's names. So yeah, I'm gonna tag my friend Cindy, and I'm gonna tag Carrie at Carrie's Collections. I would love to see her do this tag as well. And then I don't know who else, because a lot of people I've seen have done this tag, so I'm just gonna say Cindy and Carrie. So thank you guys so much for watching. Excited to hear your thoughts, Cindy and Carrie. But thank you again, Jeannie, for tagging me in this video, and yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.